Starting off this hour is Brianna in Austin, Texas. Hi, Brianna. Welcome to the show. How can we help?
Hi, Dave. First of all, you're my idol, my hero, and I love you dearly, and I'm so excited to talk to you.
You're very sweet. I'm about to let you down. How can I help?
No, you will not. I know you won't. So my husband and I are in baby step 2. We've been on your program for a year. It's our year anniversary since we took your Financial Peace University at Celebration Church. Shout out to Pastors Joe and Laura Champion, who are amazing.
They're good friends. They're wonderful people.
Yes, they are. So here's the thing. So I just celebrated my birthday, and we went back home to California. And one of my closest friends since high school has become extremely wealthy. He works at Zoom and has built quite a wealthy empire through them. And my husband and I have been struggling to get pregnant for the last 3 years, and we saw a fertility doctor, and they basically said that at this point, doing IVF is our only shot. But we never did it because we're trying to pay off debt, and I'm not going to go into debt as much as I want a baby to do this. So I've left it in God's hands, and my best friend gifted me $20,000 for my birthday to get IVF.
The stated gift was for IVF.
Well, he wrote us a check.
I know, but did he say, he said the check is for your birthday or your check is for IVF and your birthday?
It's to you. It's all of the above, to use towards IVF because they know, that we couldn't afford it, so they wanted to bless us with that.
Okay, so what's your question?
My question is, we're in baby step 2, and I part of me wants to put it towards our debt, but this is a huge blessing, and our time is of a concern with my situation. So I kind of just want your thoughts on using that towards IVF and continuing to pay off debt on the side.
Okay, let's change the scenario and see how our critical thinking skills work on this. And I'll go with you because I'm trying to figure out a way to think through this, okay? Let's say that this friend gave you a $20,000 paid for car. Okay? And he said, because I think you need a nice car, and you were saying, my car's a hoopty, my car sucks, and so he just gave you a car for that's worth $20,000. The person giving the gift said, this is what the gift is. Mm-hmm. They didn't say, now take the car, go home, and if you want to sell it and pay it on your debt, you can do that. They just said, no, I want to buy you a car. You probably wouldn't sell that car while you're in baby step 2. You probably just fight on through baby step 2, right?
Absolutely.
Because the giver of the gift said, this is the definition of the gift. That's what I'm basing that on. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. Yes,
now,
sir.
if it was bizarre and they said, here's a $100,000 car, I would go, whoa, dude, I need to get out of debt. Would it be okay with you if we did something different? I would call time out, right? Yes. But if they this is not how much debt have you got left in your baby step 2?
$38,000.
What's your household income?
After taxes, we bring home about $85,000.
And how much have you paid off so far?
About 30.
Way to go. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, sir.
How quick did you do 30?
In a year. I mean, it's
okay, so you got a year. You got 14 months left.
Yep, exactly.
And this is just an unfound blessing that just dropped from the sky.
God blessed us. Yeah.
I think the giver of the gift told you what to do with the gift, and I think we have to honor that.
Okay.
And I'm not doing that because of the emotion around this or because your clock's ticking or all of those things, because I figure, 15 months is probably not going to decide whether you have a baby or not.
Right.
So your clock ticking is not, that probably doesn't cut it, because you're probably going to be about the same IVF results 15 months from now as you have today. I'm not a medical doctor, but that's just kind of common sense, okay?
Yeah.
So, but I'm with you on wanting to have a baby. Babies are the best thing on the planet, most of the time. They're actually the best thing on the planet if they're grandkids, because you can hand them back when they stink. Yeah. Absolutely. There you go. Yeah. Absolutely. If I'd have known how great grandkids are going to be, I'd have been nicer to their parents. Okay. But yeah, so I do this, and now I will challenge you just to do one thing, and that is to be very careful in the IVF world. Like anything else that is extremely important and noble, which the having of children would be those things. There's extreme amounts of emotion around this and around adoption. Consequently, people get a wide variety of pricing in the adoption world and a wide variety of pricing in the IVF world. So you are now tasked with studying that world and the pricing structures and models from various places, not just one, and comparing them to give you the best possible outcome for the money that you have to spend.
Okay.
Because there are all kinds of deals that are not priced properly, and you're going to come out of it really poor and not have had the number of attempts that you possibly could have had.
Okay.
I only know this because this has come up a lot in financial coaching over the years, and so I've seen this price for adoption and that price for adoption, and I'm going, you paid $50,000 and you paid 20, and both of you adopted a baby, or you had unlimited attempts for $17,500, or you got one attempt for $7,500.
Exactly.
And that's what's in your world that you're getting ready to find out if you get into this. I just observed it from the outside. I know nothing about it at all, except just looking at it. I think it's one of those things that people don't ask. They just go because it's so emotional. And I'm challenging you to ask, gather data, gather options, and make a wiser decision. Let's make this $20,000 do what it's supposed to do, God willing. And so I think it's incredible. It's an interesting and a great discussion. I get the exact same question about adoption. Do I stop everything and do adoption? If somebody gives you the money specifically for that, you're not stopping anything. You're just going to continue forward on it. But most of the time, we're going to go the other 14 months and be out of debt, save up and pay cash for the IVF or for the adoption. And in every case, it's probably the best thing you could ever spend money on in your entire life. I can't think of anything that gave you greater return on investment, high quality of life than babies, for those that want babies. And it's a pretty fun stuff. So we'll be praying for you, Brianna. That's good. It's good times.